From this cowl's leather, we create luxury items like these. You'll see the full process in this video, so hit like right now.
In the deep, quiet corners of our world, an ancient ruler thrives, often unseen, unheard, and misunderstood. Camouflage is their first weapon. A snake doesn't chase, it waits. Still like stone, silent like air. The forest forgets it exists until it's too late. This is the art of the ambush predator, perfected over millions of years. It's a strategy that relies not on speed, but on absolute patience and a deep connection to the environment. While most animals use their eyes to see, snakes have a different window to the world. They say heat. Every warm body, every beating heart leaves a glowing trail in the darkness, a signature of life, invisible to human eyes, but crystal clear to them. For pit vipers, special organs on their faces detect infrared radiation, painting a thermal map of their to a viper. Darkness is nothing. It's a canvas filled with the bright, moving shapes of potential prey. This sixth sense allows them to hunt with astonishing precision, even in complete blackness. When they strike, it's with an explosion of speed that defies belief. In nature, the fastest strike belongs not to a lion or a cheetah, but to a snake. 1/3 of a second. That's all it takes to end a life. In that brief moment, an intricate sequence unfolds. Muscles fire, jaws snap wide, fangs pierce deep hull before the prey even realizes it was a target. It is a masterpiece of biomechanics, a blur of motion that is both terrifying and beautiful in its efficiency. And then there's the venom. Venom is one of evolution's most complex and deadly inventions. It's a chemical cocktail that paralyzes, melts, and destroys. Each venomous species has spent millennia crafting its own unique formula, perfectly tailored to its prey and environment. For some victims, the venom stops the heart. For others, it shuts down the brain. And for a few unfortunate creatures, it dissolves flesh from the inside out, beginning the process of digestion before the meal has even been swallowed. In the forests of Asia, a king rises high above the forest floor, a serpent of incredible size and intelligence. The king cobretha, world's longest venomous snake, but its reputation is often misunderstood. This majestic snake doesn't just bite. It warns. It watches. Eat. They see this. Rising up, flaring its iconic hood, it gives ample notice of its presence. It's a display of dominance, a message that says, I am here. Do not challenge me. It is a thinking predator, one that often chooses peace over conflict, but where venom's subtle chemistry fades, raw muscle takes over. The python and the anaconda rule with pure, unadulterated strength. These are the constrictors, the giants of the snake world. A single coil can exert hundreds of pounds of pressure, squeezing with relentless force, enough to stop breathing in seconds. There is no poison here. No fangs dripping with complex toxins. Just power. The simple, brutal, and effective power of constriction. It's an embrace from which there's no escape. From the lush jungles, we travel to the world's most extreme environments. In the blazing deserts, where life struggles to breathe and the ground shimmers with heat, a different kind of snake thrives, the rattlesnake. They have mastered this harsh landscape. Rattlesnakes move without leaving footprints, their bodies gliding over the burning sand in a unique J-shaped motion called sidewinding. This minimizes contact with the hot ground and allows for efficient movement. They survive where few other animals dare to live, a testament to their incredible adaptability. Their famous rattle is not a threat, but a warninga desperate plea to be left alone in their desolate kingdom. Back in the tropical jungles, a different kind of hunter hides in plain sight. Thin, green vine snakes blend so perfectly among the foliage that even the sharp eyes of birds often miss them. They hang motionless, mimicking the very vines they live on. They are the forest ghosts. But one wrong move, one tiny vibration from an unsuspecting lizard or frog, and the ghost strikes with deadly, unerring accuracy. Their camouflage is so perfect, they seem to materialize from the very air itself. But not all snakes are bound to the land. Some took to the ocean as their home and, in doing so, became even more dangerous. Sea snakes carry venom that can be 10 times stronger than that of their terrestrial cousins, like the cobra. Yet, they are creatures of grace. They glide like living ribbons beneath the waves, their flattened tails propelling them through the water with effortless elegance. They're a paradox of the natural world, incredibly beautiful and unimaginably deadly. For all their predatory prowess, snakes are not invincible. They are a crucial link in the food chain, and that means they are prey. Birds of prey like eagles and hawks dive from the sky with razor-sharp claws. Mungusas, famous for their speed and bravery, attack with lightning reflexes, dodging and weaving until they can deliver a fatal bite. And in some parts of the world, even wild boars will crush snakes with their brutal force and powerful jaws. In the wild, survival is never, ever guaranteed. Despite their simple, legless appearance, snakes are surprisingly smart. They learn. They adapt. They remember paths, hiding spots, and danger zones. Studies have shown they can solve simple puzzles and even learn from observation. In the wild, intelligence is not measured by the size of a brain or the ability to build tools. It is measured by the simple, profound ability to survive. And by that measure, snakes are geniuses. As human civilization expands, forests shrink, and snakes are increasingly forced into our world. This often leads to encounters driven by fear and misunderstanding. Humans often misinterpret a snake's defensive posture as aggression, but in truth, most snakes want nothing to do with us. They are shy creatures that actively avoid conflict. Given a single chance to escape, they will take it, disappearing back into the shadows where they belong. Rescue teams around the world work day and night to safely relocate these displaced animals, fostering a more peaceful coexistence. The story of the snake is also a story of motherhood. While some species abandon their eggs after laying them, others become fierce and dedicated protectors. A mother python, for example, will wrap her body around her clutch of eggs for weeks, not even leaving to eat. She shivers her muscles constantly, generating heat to keep her eggs warm. It's an incredible act of maternal devotion. When the shells finally crack, tiny serpents emerge, born hunters, perfect miniatures of their parents, ready to face the world. So, when you see a snake, what do you really see? Perhaps you see a creature gliding through the wilderness, under the moonlight come, ancient and wise. It is neither good nor evil. It is neither a friend nor an enemy. It is simply one of nature's greatest survivors, a creature that has weathered ice, ages, and mass extinctions, adapting and evolving into the silent ruler of the wild. Thank you for watching. If you were fascinated by the secret world of snakes, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more journeys into the wild.